So guys, Cash and Clean is here bringing you a Black Ops 3 gameplay, and this right here is a gameplay that I want to say I did last week, and I'm pretty much just gonna give you like tips and tricks and just like how I did so good and how I usually do good in Black Ops 3 because I usually stay consistent with my games, but that's only if I'm like with other people because obviously my teammates aren't really the best, so I only do good if I have other people on my team, so that's pretty much all. And so throughout this whole video, I kind of played on Nuketown, but you can see in some points where I do kind of camp a bit. I try to move around, but obviously this was for something really big, and it's for my Mothership Killstreak, and it's something I haven't really gotten. This is, I think, my third time getting it in this gameplay, and obviously I do get it. So it's a big spoiler right there, and I definitely did not, or I put it in the title, but yeah, that's that. So I'm just gonna be going over some tips and tricks and how I managed to get myself the mothership, and I'm just gonna go over a few things like first off my class setup. So I'm obviously running the Razorback. It's actually a really good gun. I really enjoy using it. I have a lot of kills with this thing, and the main attachments and pretty much anything I go with is I use the suppressor obviously because I'm playing on core, and I use the rapid fire because obviously it has like no kick at all, so it's like perfect accuracy. You can just do whatever, and it has a slow fire rate to begin with. So by adding rapid fire, it just makes it so much better, and you can easily get kills and just stay accurate in general. So yeah, that's what I use for the Razorback, and for my secondary, I don't really use one. I want to have a black cell on it just to take down kill streaks because literally no one really takes out kill streaks other than me, so that's the only reason why I would want it. But other than that, I just kind of don't really have it. So moving on to perks, I obviously, as you can see, I have scavenger on because I do run out of ammo pretty quickly, and to get the mothership, you kind of need it unless you want to pick up other people's guns, but it's always not the best. So that's why I kind of go with the scavenger. Also, it's really helpful because you can get more smoke grenades and semtexes like I have in the video right there, so it's pretty helpful to have. And then for my third perk, I always have to have engineer and tac mask because those are the two main things, and without them, I do really bad because with engineer, you can easily see everyone's kill streaks, their pretty much whatever they have, and it's just like really helpful to have. So yeah, and then tac mask obviously is really good because then you can like avoid concussions or just anything in general. And yeah, as you can see, I'm going into my Cerberus to help me get my mothership, and you can see me going off with this thing. Like no one could take me down. It was amazing, but other than that, so my kill streak setup, I run really high kill streaks because I want to make sure that I'm going to get the last kill streak in the game, the mothership. And in order to do that, I always go with kill streaks that'll help me get another kill streak. So like, as you can see, I have a Cerberus. So once I do get to this kill streak, all I have to do is put it down. If I'm close to my Wraith, which is my next one, I will go into my Cerberus and try to get that Wraith. And if I'm, like doing pretty good, I can actually get a few kills. Then I'll just do that to get my Wraith from that. And then after that, I might just stay back a little bit and just try to use my kill streaks a bit like I am right here until I can get my last kill streak. But it kind of just depends on the situation. And as you can see, I'm just going off with this thing, and it was amazing. I just took out everyone, and it was really easy. Like the lobby was kind of pretty good because in the beginning you saw a few AFK people, and that kind of helped. So yeah, that's pretty much that my kill streak setup. And I forgot to mention for my perk one, I want to really change it, but I kind of want to get my specialist done, and it's overlock or overclock. I don't know what it's called. It just helps you get your specialist faster, but I want to change that to flak jacket because flak jacket obviously helps out so much, and without it, you can't really do much because there's a lot of explosions, especially on this map, Nuketown. And I forgot to mention I was playing Hardpoint if you didn't know, but to get the kill streaks, it would be good to play the objective because you can get more points. But obviously, I kind of just like run around, try to get some kills because the whole point of me doing this was to get my specialist like gold. But it's I don't know, it's a little bit different because I don't really know how to say it. I just don't really do the kill streak as much. But as you can see, I barely got my mothership there. I died, but it's right there. It took me forever just to get this thing, but I finally got it. I was going off this game. That was amazing. And here's a tip. So if you're using the mothership, you wanna hit. I don't know which button it was, but it just changes like the camera view like it does here, and it's like a thermal vision, so you can easily see enemies, and you can just easily get them. But the only problem with it is you have to be super accurate with this thing, and it's really hard to be accurate, and it just takes so long to kill people with it, and as you can see, I kind of struggle with it because it's hard to move around. And yeah, I mean, it was pretty fun to use though, because I did, as you can see, get a lot of kills with it, but obviously I think this was my fourth one, I think, so I'm kind of used to it. So yeah, it's pretty fun to use. Like definitely the best kill streak. And if you played Black Ops 2, it's kind of like the Beetle Warship, except you can move this around and it just feels a little bit more easier to use. So yeah, that's about that. And the only problem I had with this is I couldn't really find many people sometimes, and it's Nuketown, which was kind of strange. So yeah, that was the only issue with that. So if you're trying to get yourself one of these kill streaks, it'd be good to play on smaller maps and long game modes. Like in this one, Nuketown or Hardpoint for Nuketown, this was what like a almost like a 9 minute video pretty much, so 9.5. So yeah, this that's how long this game took, and pretty much it I don't know, it just kind of depends because like some game modes go by fast. This one kind of took long. But I really suggest to do domination because it's kind of easier to like deal with spawns because spawn is like really bad in like team deathmatch, hardpoint, or just like anything in general. Safeguard, you can easily spawn trap people, but you'll know where they're gonna spawn at. And pretty much hardpoint, it's just kind of all over the place, so you just kind of have to guess with that. So yeah, I mean, after I got my mothership, I kind of struggled to get back in, but by the looks of it, as you can see, I'm pretty much at my Cerberus, and you can see me like using my kill streaks and my Wraith. Once I can easily get the Wraith, it's just a matter of getting the mothership because it's another like 6, 7 kills away. So yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a struggle, but um, it just kind of depends on how you use your weapons in the lobby you're playing with, because obviously I can't do this like every single time and be consistent, but I can try to have a good KD and get close to it. And I can't tell you how many times I've been close to getting this kill streak and I've died so many times just trying to get it. But I mean, it's just what it is. So I mean, I did manage to do really good in this gameplay. I think the total amount of times I've died is 9, and I had like 80 something kills. I was trying to reach 100, and I didn't really know I was that close to 100, but maybe next time I can try to get there. And yeah, it was actually kind of fun playing this because if you don't really play with your friends or anyone in your party, it's really difficult because your teammates just won't play the objective and they just kind of run around, get kills, but your teammates don't really get kills. It just kind of all depends on who does the objective, because that's pretty much how you're gonna get points in the first place. And I don't really do that as much, and I kind of mentioned that before, but I try to do that towards the end now because I already got my mothership, and there's no point in me doing my specialist because I'm kind of the game's pretty much almost done anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much all the tips I have. And if you wanna like get more from me, like if you want me to tell you more tips about this game, I can do that. Because obviously there's more I can let you know on like the different. If you don't like the Razorback, there's a lot more guns. But anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed, and if you want to see more of these, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next episode. I'm out.